The Fallen Demon, A Paranormal Enemies to Lovers. Nightcaster Chronicles, Book 2. Written by R.L. Perez. Narrated by Naomi Rose Mock. Chapter 1. Brielle. I drew the hood of my cloak over my head, eager to avoid being recognized. My boots clacked against the cobblestone street. The city was lit only by moonlight and a few lanterns. In the daytime, the village of Coca, Spain, was vibrant and full of life. Merchants selling spices and trinkets, children laughing and playing, villagers bustling about. The village was small, but the Castillo de Coca made it seem so much bigger. Even though the castle was completely vacant now that Count Antonio de Silva and his mages were dead. It wasn't necessarily a tragedy. The Count had been a monster who had tortured me, among many others. But it saddened me to know this giant castle, which could house hundreds, was just gathering dust. I'd been told the castle was now in the hands of the Duke, the Count's brother, so it was off limits. But just because one monster was dead didn't mean the city was safe. I drew my athame from my belt and kept it hidden in the folds of my dark cloak as I crept farther down the street. After several villagers had gone missing and rumors spread of vicious creatures skulking in the night, I'd taken it upon myself to go demon hunting again, just like old times. Or rather, new times? It made my head spin to think about it. I'd come from Miami in the year 2020 and had fallen through a time portal, winding up in 1735 Spain. Though I had been here for a year, it still felt foreign to me. Especially since I was a light witch living among a coven of dark vampires. Leo, the coven leader, had assured me he had the demon attacks under control, but I didn't believe him. And I wasn't about to let more innocent people die. A sharp smell tickled the air, and I stiffened. My cloak swished as I hurried to the other side of the street. I melted into the shadows and gripped my athame tightly. Then I waited. The smell swirled, filling my nostrils. I closed my eyes, focusing on the subtle tinge of the demon lurking nearby. It wasn't a vampire. I'd lived among them long enough to know what they smelled like. I inhaled deeply. The scent vaguely reminded me of fish. My blood chilled. A shapeshifter. I hadn't come across one in years. Though Leo's coven technically descended from shapeshifters, they couldn't change forms as easily as a normal shapeshifter could. In my time, shapeshifters could turn invisible, which meant I had to be careful. I kept my eyes closed, focusing instead on the smell as it drew nearer and nearer.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?